Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. P.I.E.N, another daily dose, man. Welcome to the Mr. P.I.E.N show. You see me out here clowning on Facebook just a second ago live, but now we all set up and we ready to go, man. Today I want to talk to y'all about something near and dear to my heart, man. We talking about expectations. We talking about expectations as I bring in my boy ATX DJ Knox.
Yeah, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, I'm a little bit big, so I gotta scoot through here.
It's all good, man. You got to do what makes you comfortable.
That's right, you know.
So
Let's
talk about it. So this is interesting, man. We want to talk about expectations and the expectations that we put on others.
Yes, others, ourselves,
yeah,
everything.
And it's amazing to me how we really don't get where we want to go in life when we have so many expectations of others, because when others fail us, then we get mad at them like it's their fault.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're holding that standard. You didn't come through for me. Come on, man. You know, get a little down and depressed. You just can't do that.
No, you can't do that at all. So first off, let's even start with expectations, what they are. And according to Webster's dictionary, expectations is the act or state of expecting. Plain and simple, but it's like expecting what? Expecting what? When, say, for example, you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you're expecting your significant other to be faithful to you, right? That would be your expectations, because maybe that's what your morals and your values are set to. But what if the other individual's expectations is not of faithfulness? Then what do you do?
That's a difficult decision. You know, it's your choice to make. You know, you're expecting your expectations and say, hey, I'm expecting this person to come through and do the same as I do to them, but you're not meeting that. That to me, you know, makes me think, you know, hey, there's something that's a red flag in my head. You know.
So how do you think, or how do you think expectations stunt your own personal growth? Say, for example, how do you guys believe? And I want you to type a question in. I want you to shoot a question to me and tell me what you think. How do you guys believe your expectations of someone else stunts your growth, or stops your growth, or prohibits your growth, or hinders your growth, or slows your growth? How does the expectations that you have of someone else affect your growth? Promote yourself, sell yourself. Exactly. You have to promote yourself. You have to sell yourself. I like that. We over here, we learning. We doing things. We're playing around. So, and this is good, because when you get on this microphone, right, it's 2019. I'm getting comfortable on this thing. And I got to talk to the people too, but I want to make sure I conversate with you. When you get on this microphone, when you get on social media, people have their expectations of what they think your page should look like, how often you should post, how consistent you are posting, and what they expect to see every time they go on your page, right?
Exactly. You get in the expectations. You guys, so we're doing a stream, right? We're trying out this avenue. This is something that millennials are doing. It's a new thing. These expectations are like, okay, he's got to have good quality. He's got to have this. And then you look at expectations as far as stars, people making songs, music videos that you see. You know, one of the things that I'm sure that you noticed over in country was how people would view America, and you would see dudes watching music videos that we make here and think that's how we really live.
And that's absolutely right. And when he's saying country, he talks about when I was in Iraq, when I was in Egypt. So again, what I want to take up your time, what I want to share this time with you guys about today is talking about your expectations. And it's three things that I want to talk about, 2 or 3 points that I want to discuss with him about expectations and how, again, it really affects the growth of your life. You know, what do you believe you expecting? Say, for example, I expected from my wife to be faithful, right? And my wife has always been faithful. But I may not have always been faithful because it's what she expected me as well. And some people could say, okay, that was not smart of her. She was stupid for staying or whatever. But her expectations was, okay, we're going to get back together. We're going to work through this and things will progress. But she wasn't, at a certain point, she wasn't expecting me to just change on her time frame. Because if she was, or when she did expect me to change, it was painful.
Different.
Yeah, it was very different. It was very different. But when she allowed me to be free, when she set herself free, not allow me to be free, when she set herself free and started expecting more of herself than she did of me, she knew like, okay, I don't have to take this crap anymore. I don't have to deal with that anymore. Yep. So by her changing her expectations of me and focusing on what she expected of herself, it allowed her and freed her up to do what she wanted to do, to live how she wanted to live, to PSP. To JBY, promote yourself. Man, sell you yourself. JBY to AYG. Like that's dope. You gotta activate your greatness. That's what happens when you stop setting expectations on others and you start looking internal. Then it helps you to pull out of yourself what you believe is possible.
That's true. That's true. Expectations. It's saying better yourself. Expect yourself to keep trying, to keep going, to keep pushing. You've got to set those expectations and stick to it.
That's true. That's true. Share this video, man. Share this video. People need to see this. They need to subscribe to the vibe, and they need to understand, man, the whole meaning of this message is about expectations. And everything you do in life, you need to expect more of yourself than you do of someone else. The camera right here, I want y'all to see this. You have to expect more of yourself than you expect of someone else, because when you give someone else the power over your life, what you're expecting from them or what you believe that they should do, then it's almost as if to say what you expect of yourself doesn't matter. That's on the back burner. Like, I put all my attention and my focus in them. Yeah, and I get it. When people tell you I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, you expect them to be there, right? If I tell you I'm going to be here at 10, I ain't get here till 11:30 today. You know, you could have been mad. You could have been upset. Like, yo, you wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. I expected you to be here. And I expected when I got here that we was going to be able to just go ahead and work and not get caught up on the particulars.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. You know, it's funny. We're working through these. They're not issues. They're not problems. They're nothing like that. We're, finding the best avenues to make things better for not just us, but for the community. And that's the biggest thing that we want to push. That I've been pushing, in different avenues, and I know that we can get there.
Yeah. So, my 3 points: stop expecting others to perform the way you do. Stop expecting others to perform the way you do. Man, you got a JBY. Stop expecting your job or the career that you have right now to pay you the money that you think you're worth if you're not putting in the work to earn the money that you know you deserve. Stop expecting your job or your career to pay you what you think you're worth when you're not putting in the work to earn the money that you know you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a job and you expect your boss to give you overtime. You expect your boss to give you a 25, 50 cent raise. You expect all these things out of your boss, but your boss expects you to work 8 hours, and most of you don't work the 8 hours you at the job. You on a break, you chilling, you kicking it. Yeah, so if your boss broke down your time and he was like, yo, I got 5 hours out of work to you today, I'm paying you for 5 hours. You expect to get your full 8 hours, right?
Right.
How can you expect that of yourself when you ain't putting it in?
Oh, come on, I can't get paid for 8 hours for doing nothing?
No, you can't do that.
Come on, they're cheating me.
Right. Mr. P.I.E.N, another daily dose positive post. That's what I'm talking about. When we talk about expectations, are you giving in return to others the same things that you expect of them? So my first point will be, stop expecting others to operate the way you do. Our next point will be stop expecting your job or your career to pay you what you think you're worth when you're not working for what you know you're worth. And last and probably most important, man, your expectations of your spouse or your children. Especially for all the parents out there, these expectations that we putting on our kids, what we believe is success for them, what we believe the direction their life should go in. I'm going to get into my Bible in a minute, because I know it clearly says, train up a child in the way that he is supposed to go. It doesn't say pick their career, send them to school. It says train up a child in the way he's supposed to go. And it's been on my mind for a while, because I know it's a difference between train and teach. I believe my definition between train and teach, when you train someone, you're being what I like to call a leader. When you're training, you're actually doing the work yourself first. Training is action. You're showing them by training them. So they expect to be taught. They expect to be trained properly.
Right.
When you teach someone, it's almost saying, I'm going to give you a manual. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but I haven't trained you and shown you the process. You can tell me all day long how to hit beats on there. Mm-hmm. You can tell me all day long how to cut and scratch. But if you don't train me and show me how to cut and scratch, how can you expect me to learn how to cut and scratch?
Oh, he's not. You'll be sitting there just imagining, I think that's how that goes.
And that's what I'm talking about for my parents, man. If you're not training your child about finances, if you're not training your children how to carry themselves, how to respect themselves, if you're not training your children of their worth and their value, how can you expect them to believe they're valuable and become successful in life, man? How can you do that?
That's hard. You can't.
How can you do that?
You've got to put in the work. You've got to go in there. Nobody taught me about finances. Nobody taught me about that. I didn't have those positive role models that I believe what you're talking about. I strongly believe, yes, you've got to be involved in your child's life. You need to say, hey, this is right, this is wrong. You can't do that. Hey, let's do this a different way, a different financial aspect of this. Mm-hmm. You can make those changes. You can help them because who do they trust most?
You. But you know what? You know why a lot of times parents can't teach their children? Because they don't know how.
That's true. That's true.
They don't. You expect your child to do something that you are afraid to do yourself, and you think they just gonna pick it up like that? Come on, man. We talking expectations today. I need y'all to get real with me today. Like, this is on a whole nother level. Show up to blow up is not just a saying. If you really want to blow up in life, yourself. Sell yourself. Man, you got a JBY. JBY. Yeah, we gonna get show up to blow up. But anyways, show up to blow up is not just the saying. If you want to blow up in your marriage, if you want to blow up at your job, if you want to blow up with being a good parent for your children, you got to show up.
That's right.
You got to show up. So when you put your expectations on someone else, you have to make sure you showing up with what you expect of yourself. Yeah. If you even expect anything of yourself. But most of us don't expect anything of ourselves. That's so crazy. How does that happen? Come on, man. Y'all got to interact with me. Somebody got to type in a question. Somebody got to subscribe to this vibe. Because we dropping jewels today about expectations and how to change your life. We not playing here. People that's watching this video, you remember little bad EJ growing up in Detroit, Michigan? Little bad EJ getting kicked out of school all the time. Little bad EJ getting in trouble for stealing. I had no expectations of myself. I had none. But when I became older and I started to grow up and I started to expect things from myself, I expected myself to be a better father. I expected myself to be a good husband. I expected myself to be a good friend. I start changing it. I start planning for it. I start making it happen. I'm talking about being real today. I'm talking about taking ownership of your life. I'm talking about making no excuses for other people but you. What do you expect for your life? Man, come on, man. You got to send me a question. You got to do something, people.
Oh, no. Unless you got it on there.
I don't have it on here. Because I thought we had it on there, but I can put it on there. Look at, we just messing around. Hold on, I'm gonna put it on there.
Right. This is good because we're working out.
Yeah, I don't got a front.
Nuh-uh. Keeping it real. This is what it is. Mr. P.I.E.N show ain't nothing perfect, and you can't assume that we gonna be perfect. We got Facebook right here. Right. Find that.
Hey, what's going on, world? If y'all didn't catch us on Facebook, we've been on for about 14 minutes now. We streaming on YouTube. What else were we streaming on? But it's the link. So if you've been watching, if you've been checking out the Facebook page, you've seen the link. But anyways, we here live now on Facebook as well. And today we talking about expectations. And what do you expect of others and what do you expect of yourself? We talking expectations today, man. Somebody type in the message. Send me a question, man. Hey, you remember Ronnie Garza from the unit?
Yeah, little Garza, baby Garza.
Hey, what's going on, Garza, man? Thanks for joining, man. So we talking about expectations and how the expectations that we have of others can greatly affect our lives, man. From expecting people or others to perform and act the same way you do, expecting your job or your career to provide finances for you or a plan for success for you that you haven't planned for yourself. Expecting your spouse or your children to perform in a way that you're not performing or you're not operating. We talking expectations today. And how do we get to the point where we change the expectations for our lives so we can live the life we say we want to live? How do you JBY that thing? How do you just be you? Man, you got to JBY. How do you activate your greatness? How do you get that greatness that's inside of you outside? Like the great motivational speaker, the orator, Les Brown, he had the quote said, you have greatness within you. You have greatness within you. And the more I heard that, the more I would read and study, I'm like, yo, okay, you got greatness inside of you, but what about activating that greatness to pull it outside of you?
Right. How do you do that? What do you do?
You have to dig deep within. For me personally, when I divorced my wife and I moved back to Michigan, in order for me to really activate my greatness and to get to where I was, I had to go to a dark place. Mm-hmm. I had to go to a lonely place. Yep. Like, I really had to go to a dark place. I had to go to a lonely place. I had to go to an honest space in my mind and in my heart. I had to go into prayer. I had to change the expectations that I had of myself. I had to stop living for the expectations that others had of me when I was an adolescent, a teenager, a 20-something-year-old. I had to stop living for the expectations that my wife had of me. And I had to ask myself, yo, you 40 now, E. Like, what do you expect of yourself? How do you expect your life to change if you don't plan your life? Mm-hmm. How do you expect your life to change if you don't plan your life? If you don't plan to succeed, you unconsciously planned your failure and your demise.
You just going along, floating from one couch to another.
Hey, Tim Kedia. My wife following me on Instagram. This is a family affair, man. When you expect greatness to come from you, you have to show greatness. My wife is here. My son and my daughter is here. DJ Knox, ATX. I don't even have to call him that. That's what you can follow him at, ATX, DJ Knox. But my friend Thomas, because we still use last names around here, that's Ghost. This real. This real. I don't know what expectations they have, but we took a chance on something.
That's right, man. And we're here doing something.
We took a chance on something. See, people that have expectations of you, they will sit back and tell you what you're not doing, but they won't expect anything of themselves.
That's true.
So we took a chance. We wanted to share this positive message that I know God has put on my heart, that's in my spirit. And it's time for us to take this thing to the next level, man. When you stop expecting things of other people and you start expecting more of yourself, you start expecting greater things of yourself, and then people will come into your life that's expecting more of them, and y'all can blend and build y'all greatness together. But when you just a leech, you just sucking on people, and you just pulling from people and you expecting something back in return, nah, man, you reap what you sow.
That's true. That's true.
You reap. What's up going on, T. Brazier?
What's going on? Hey, let's
my buddy from high school.
Okay, we need to get interaction with him. We get some questions going. You know, you guys help us out. We're trying to build something here for not just us, but for our community. That is the whole purpose of the Mr. P.I.E.N. show. We are doing this for positive reinforcement, construction. What is it? Constructive criticism, anything that you can think to help uplift you in your spirit and your time of need, because times are rough, they get hard, and sometimes you find yourself in that place, you're just like, man, come here, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Come here, Ghost.
And we want to be those to help you to be there, not just your friend, but those who really listen to you and get our feedback to you. You give us your feedback, we learn and we grow together, and we make this world a wonderful place together.
Absolutely. You know? When you stop, man, you got a JBY. That's nice. When you stop having expectations of others and you start expecting more of yourself, when you start looking in the mirror, as I like to say, and stop pointing the finger, when you start to deal with you first and how do you truly change your life. Like when I was at the Tony Robbins seminar, that's where I got expectations from. Mm-hmm. And he went deep into that thing about how we begin to expect other things from people, and half the time they don't even know what we expect. And now you mad and you upset because they don't even know what you expected. That's crazy. They don't even know what you expected. And that's what Tony Robbins was talking about. We cast our expectations upon people, what we believe they should do, what we believe they should say because of what we did. Okay, I bought you flowers, babe. So now I expect when you to come home for you to bust it wide open. I expect for you to give me love, and I expect for you to be all over me. I expect for you to treat me like a king because I bought you flowers. Did I buy you flowers for you, or did I buy you flowers for me? Did I want to put that joy on your face, or did I feel like I was doing this to get something in return? What are your expectations of other people's, man? Right. We got to really get into this thing. Like, expectations goes deep. Expectations, the act or state of expecting. What are you expecting from others? But first, before you ask that, what are you expecting from yourself? What's going on, Juarez? You remember Juarez, Leo?
Oh, finger bang?
Finger bang.
Hey, we got a story. We got a story on that.
I don't know that one.
We were in El Paso, I think it was, and finger bang, man. Wait a minute, we was in the tent. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna partake in that. I know he had a bad itch, man. He had a bad itch, man. It's my boy. I love you.
Yeah, okay. I remember that. We expected him not to do that in public, but it went down.
Hey, no shame. He's like, I gotta get rid of the itch. Oh, yeah, go for it. What's up, brother? It's good to have you here with us, man.
I really want to say thank you to everybody for my military unit, my Toastmasters group, my high schools, my elementary schools, for even taking the time to share my videos, like my videos, comment on my videos, to truly be able to affect someone else. It's funny how when you tell God you want to do something, then when he expects it out of you, like you kind of bag up sometimes. You don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do it, but when you step across that line of fear, everything that he expected of you, then, it comes out of you. If you're going to expect anything, expect something from God, because he never changes. Today, yesterday, tomorrow, he's forever the same, and his word doesn't change. So if you're going to expect anything, expect something from God, because man will let you down every time. And sometimes it's not intentional that man let you down. Share this video, man. I expect you to share this video. I expect you to share this video.
You see what he did?
I really expect you to share this video. If this video is touching your life, if this video is getting on your nerves, I hope and I pray and I expect you to share your comment. I expect you to share your thumbs up. Wenzel Bucket, what's going on? Wenzel Bucket was another crazy guy. That's my boy, though.
What's going on, Wenzel?
I think he's doing chauffeuring or something. Like, he has his own business.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Just by
you
watching
gotta put up your information. Let us know so we can share that out there. Anybody's got any information.
So, again, man, with the expectations thing, stop expecting others to perform the way you perform. It's your responsibility to move on if it's not working. So, let's talk expectations from a relationship standpoint.
Oh, you know what's a good one? Let's do the social media, Tinder, dating app, Plenty of Fish, all that stuff. You heard about that stuff?
I heard about Tinder, but I ain't on Tinder. Like,
just apps like that,
right?
Even
Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, social media is not so social. Real talk. It's social in a way for you to get a lot of negative information if that's what you're looking for, and then all right, here's the thing. I'm going to jump subjects real quick. I want to talk about Netflix for a minute. Okay. I want to talk about Netflix. Love you. My daughter, she know who she is. I ain't going to say which one name it is out of the 4. She know who I'm talking about. So, she watch Netflix all the time, right? Mm-hmm. She used to watch scary movies on Netflix, like over and over and over again. And her feed would always come up scary movies. Now, she had been watching Netflix for a couple years, but as she got older and her mindset started to change and what she was attracted to or what she wanted to watch or what fed her spirit, she wanted to watch more of that. But what she expected Netflix to change up the feed before she started changing up what she watched. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She expected Netflix. You know how when you on Netflix, right? If you watch action, it's going to continue to give you new action movies. Mm-hmm. If you watch reality TV, it's going to give you new reality TV. Mm-hmm. If you watch scary movies, it's going to give you the latest scary movies. But we expect Netflix to keep loading up whatever new movie is out, whatever new series they have. We expect Netflix to give us the anime, the cartoons, the drama, the romantic comedy, the murder mystery. We expect them to change it up based on what we think. But
Yeah.
Netflix is saying, yo, I expect you to watch more scary movies because that's what you've been watching.
Right. If you come on Netflix, you can't read my mind. I'm telling you.
So my daughter was in her room one night. She like, oh my God, all they keep putting up here is new scary movies. And it's all they keep showing. Like, I don't like Netflix no more. They need to change. I'm like, babe, no offense. It's not Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's you. Love you dearly. Netflix is just watching what's in your feed.
Yep.
Netflix is expecting for you to continue to watch scary movies. So the more you watch scary movies, the more Netflix send you scary movies. Man, share this video. Mm-hmm. If you don't share this video, hey Danielle, how you doing? This is Danielle from McKinney. We used to date, something like that. I think she liked me. I think she didn't like me, but it was cool. We had a good time together when we was younger growing up. Thanks for watching, Danielle. But share this video, man. You must share this video. We talking expectations.
Yep.
We talking expectations. We talking about what you're expecting from your spouse and your child. But most importantly, what do you expect from you? What do you expect out of you? Mr. P.I.E.N, another daily dose man, positive post. You
gotta just be you. That's what I think.
Man, you got a JBY. You got a JBY. You just said it. You have to JBY. What do you expect out of yourself? Like I was telling my wife yesterday, me and my wife was talking. I went to go see one of my friends, and I was talking to him about a situation he was having. And my wife said, I said, I'll be home at 6 to 6:15. My wife loves her couponing, and she was out couponing. She expected me to be home by 6 to 6:15 because I gave her my word, right? Gave her my word that I was going to be home between 6 and 6:15.
Right.
I wasn't home between 6 and 6:15. Now, here's the thing. With her expecting me to be home between 6 and 6:15 and I wasn't there, she had a choice to whether to get mad or not or just go off and do something totally different. Mm-hmm. She chose to go do something totally different. She like, I'm going to go put my pajamas on. I'm going to go relax because I know sometimes when he out, he out. What she told me later as the conversation went on, babe, I feel like I've never been a priority when it comes to your friends. So I expected you. After 6:15, you not being here, I expected that it was going to be late and I didn't know what time. So instead of her getting mad, she's like, I'm going to put my pajamas on and I'm going to relax. And when he show up, he show up. If I feel like going somewhere, I go somewhere. Expectations. Yep. She expected me to be there. I wasn't there. She had a choice whether she would get upset or not. What do you expect of yourself? So she decided, why get mad about something he did when I could just decide to do something different, which is going to keep me at peace? Like, expectations goes deep.
Right. And on the back burner, on the other side of that one, you know, you're coming home, you know you're late because maybe traffic or something happened, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you're expecting, you know, my wife's going to be upset with me. Mm-hmm. You know, if I don't get home, she's going to beat my butt. What am I going to do? You know, and I was like, I'll just pray and hope that she's going to be all right and all that stuff. That's another part of the expectation. And as she chose to say, hey, I'm going to relax, babe's going to take it safe, drive home. He'll get home. He'll be here. He says he's going to be here. I expect him to be here because he said he's going to be here. And that's what you do. You know, you may not be in that time zone, what you expected, but you got there and you made it home.
That's true. That is very true. No.
Oh, we messing with smiley faces. You guys like smiley faces? Let us know which one you want, and we'll put your name next to the smiley face, right?
How you close this thing?
I don't know. I click off of it. I don't know. Click it again. We still learning.
Okay. Listen, man. You think that I thought that maybe it'll be easy just to jump on the camera and speak, because you know when you just holding the camera and you just shoot your video. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one level. But when you start going live and you really start interacting with people, people expect or think that you'll be comfortable. You expect or think that you'll be comfortable. And in the beginning, it's not always comfortable. Right. Share this video.
That's one thing that you were talking about last week was you were talking about being nervous. And that's one thing that when I go back and I listen to the video, because I listen to everything and I try to gather all the information as I continue to build what we're working on here. You know, and you're talking about, man, I was nervous. I was nervous to take these soldiers that I promised their families to bring them back home. And you were saying that, hey, I'm nervous. And I can understand that because that goes in line with a lot of people with how they feel about doing tasks that they've never done before. They've never, you know, been into a battle situation. They've never done this type of work before. They've never done this paper. They have to write a paper, you know, and they get nervous about that things. And we coming in here trying to do something that we have no idea how to really do. We're just trying to go out there and get it and trying to do something.
So look, we talking expectations today, okay? Mm-hmm. Why did I say that? Because I got to JBY that thing.
Yeah.
Man, you got to JBY. I got to,
Hey,
G,
look,
you got to activate your
might
greatness.
not know all the
Promote
other keys
yourself.
at, but he
Sell
getting these
yourself.
keys down.
You got to JBY that thing. Why I said, ooh, that's good. You were talking about bringing your soldiers back home that I mentioned yesterday. And it was something else. It was something else that you said. But here, you were talking about us starting this podcast.
This, right.
And we, follow me on this. Mm-hmm. You start something new that you've never done before.
Yep.
You say in your mind you're going to be good at it. You hope you're going to be good at it. Mm-hmm. But when I get on this microphone and I speak, the first thing I usually say after I get off.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like.
That sucks. It's horrible. It sucks. Why did I say all that? You expect yourself to be good at something you've never done before.
Yep.
You got good expectations. You got bad expectations.
That's true. That's true.
You expect yourself to be good at something that you've never done before. Mm-hmm. How crazy is that? See, we talking expectations today. Not what you expect from somebody else. Not you expect your spouse to be faithful. Not you expect your job to give you your paycheck every 2 weeks. Not you expect the trash to be picked up Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, whenever your trash get picked up. What do you expect of yourself, man? What do you expect of yourself? Yes, my wife expected me to be faithful. My wife expects me to come home from work when I say I'm coming home. Yep. My kids expect me to interact and be a father. At least that's what I believe. But what do I expect from myself as a husband?
What are you telling yourself as a husband? What are these things that are keeping you going, to keep you motivated to be there for those expectations?
Because if you don't set no goals or plan your life to go anywhere, I said this earlier, if you don't plan where your life is going or plan how to get your success, you unconsciously are creating your own failure and your demise because you have no true expectations of yourself and where you want to go.
Yep.
Please tell me that makes sense. Share this video. You better share this video with somebody. We talking expectations today. Y'all want to talk about Beyonce, Jay-Z being billionaires. Y'all want to talk about what you expect of Donald Trump and building the wall. What do you expect of you? How are you activating your greatness? Please tell me. You afraid of what somebody gonna say, Ethan, when you get on this microphone? You afraid what somebody expect of you, Ethan, when your vocabulary coming in broken? You afraid of what somebody gonna say to you because you expect greatness out of you? You afraid of that? Man, you better quit playing with yourself. Yeah. Ethan, I expect you to be a stand-up father. I expect you to be a stand-up husband. I expect you to be a provider. I expect you to be a protector because those are the things that God blessed you with, blessed you to do. You expecting somebody else to give you a life that God has given to you solely, that no one else can live for you. We talking expectations today, people. Please. Share this video. Yes, me, all my crazy antics. I'm not one-dimensional. You can't put me in a box. I'll be on here in a baseball cap, and I'll be here in a bow tie. I'll be in here in gym workout outfits. You shouldn't ever expect anything from me but for me to just JBY. For me to just JBY, because when I JBY, you allow me to just be me. I'm going to be free giving me to all of you, and then when I give all of me to you, it can be great for you too. Let me slow down. When you allow people to just JBY and be free for themselves and give all of them, when they can give all of themselves to you, it shows you how to give all of yourself to you as well. It's like looking in it's like a mirror. When you plant good seeds, you get good seed out. You reap what you sow. Please, people, what do you expect of yourself? You got to tell me, man. You got to tell. I need y'all to tell me. I need you to type in a message. You need to let me know you understand. You got to subscribe to the vibe. And I usually don't ask. I just get off of Facebook and be like, well, whatever they feel. No, today I want to know what you feel. I want to know if I sound crazy to you. I want to know if you feeling this. I want to know if you understand that what you get out of life is what you expect out of yourself. If you don't expect anything out of yourself, you never get the life you say you want to live.
That's right. That's right.
That's how deep expectations go. It's the active state of expecting something. When a woman get pregnant, she say, "I'm expecting a baby."
Yo.
I'm just saying. Do she or not? What did they say back in the day? We expecting. You know what that means? We expecting.
Yeah, yo, you pregnant? Is that what that means?
Even if you don't want to hear that, if a girl come talking to you, she like, "Ooh, we expecting. We expecting what?
what
Take
you
out?
talking
No, we expecting."
I was really hoping for that first one. I was kind of hungry.
Come on, man. You got to share this video. What are you expecting out of yourself? What do you expect out of yourself? Not what do you expect out of someone else?
Yep. And with that being said, let's go ahead and take a quick break here. Give you guys a break. We've been going strong for about 30 minutes. If you want a better quality of this video, check us out. We are sharing the link on Mr. P.I.E.N's Facebook page, Ethan J. Smith. Make sure you check that out. I'm ATX DJ Knox, and we'll be right back with this quick break.
Share this video.